Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Knowledge Team, and today we are gonna see a new chapter altogether in our web development, that is HTML5. So I'm saying HTML5 because this is the latest version that we have. The latest version that we have right now is 5.2, but HTML that you see, okay, all from the era since 1991, which was invented by Tim. He also stated that from those era, the tags that we have continued are being still continued. So what is tag? What is like element? What do we call as element? Attributes, properties, methods, events, everything that we have in HTML, we are gonna see in the upcoming sessions. Okay, because of HTML, we can create beautiful websites. Okay. So HTML gives you a kind of a framework or an architecture, you can say, where you can build your own website. Let's say that you are creating a very beautiful house, okay, from the beginning, from top to bottom, and there you have like you're going to create a foundation, you are going to create a base, and all you're just going to erect the walls. You're going to have the pillars. You are going to have a beautiful roof. So all these things in a web development, we do it in HTML, okay. The painting, the coloring, the beautification of the house, so that your house looks good, that is basically your CSS in a web development. So I'm just trying to compare it so that you can understand what is HTML and what is CSS. Okay, both you'll always hear that HTML and CSS because they are a couple. Okay, without HTML CSS is nothing, without CSS HTML is nothing. Okay, you can create like a kind of a wireframe in HTML, but it will not look good until and unless you have some CSS on it. We are also gonna see CSS, but not in this session, okay, not in the upcoming sessions. We're going to have a totally different portion for it. We are going to have a totally different series for it. We'll talk about it later, but for now, okay, we'll continuously talk about HTML. It is called as hypertext markup language, but it is not a language, okay. There are no programming, there is no like coding or kind of stuff. We are going to just have some simple tags, okay. We are going to have some simple wireframes. So that's how HTML is being designed since the beginning. Previously, what we used to do, okay, what we used to use HTML4. So that was called as HTML4, but that is totally different from what we learn usually now, HTML5. HTML5 is totally different, but still we are going to use the same tags that we were using before. So I'm continuously saying tags. Okay, what is a tag? Tag, you're definitely going to see me talk a lot about tags. I'm even going to say it as element. So tag and element is basically the same thing. So before jumping into tags, we are going to see what is a tag. Okay, if you're seeing my screen, okay, just here, let me just start it. Let me just quickly select a language. That would be my HTML. Straightforward. Okay, so my editor understands that I'm going to write an HTML. So what is a tag? Everything that is enclosed between a less than sign and a greater than sign is a tag. It cannot be a custom tag. We are going to talk about that later, not now. But there are a few lengthy list of tags, okay, that are readily available in HTML5. Okay, you have to they're not difficult. So simple to create a table. You have like table tag. To create a heading, okay, you have an H1 tag. So to create a paragraph, you have a P tag. To create a strong text or a bold text, you have like strong. So these all are tags. Tags or elements are specifically divided into two categories. Okay, the one is paired, the second one is standalone. So paired tag will always have a closing. So it is a couple tag. Okay, so to make it more simple, let's say that I'm adding a paragraph tag. So if I start the paragraph tag, I need to close it, okay, and everything that I write between the starting and the ending tag. So how do I end it? Like this. Whatever you type between those tags will be written into this paragraph. So the browser will understand what to do with it. HTML is by default embedded in your browser, whether it be any browser, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, IE, Edge, irrespective of any browser it is going to understand what you are trying to write, irrespective of the versions too. So these tags are basically you are trying to explain the browser what you want to do with the content. Simple. So let's see. These are like tags, as I said, and to how to close it, you just need to add a forward slash, okay, before the ending of the tag. So p tag is a paragraph tag. Every time I write a new tag or every time I write a tag, I'll try to explain it, okay, in brief, so that you can have an understanding of it. If anytime if I forget, or if you don't know what that tag is that I'm trying to explain, or that I'm trying to write, do let me know in the comment. I'll try to explain it in there. Okay, coming back to our original point, these are like paired tags. Okay, so paired, that means it's a couple, that something which starts, it ends. Then we have like standalone tags. So standalone tags or singular tags, by default in the name itself it says that it's a one singular tag. So we have some examples, like we have image, and it is self-sufficient, so it can close by itself. So how can it close by itself? Like this, a forward slash again, and I close the tag. There is nothing like this. I cannot write like this. Okay, this is not a singular tag. It's improper way to write it. It should be the tag name space forward slash and then the closing bracket. So this will help you to understand these are the closing tag. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, singular tag and paired tag both have their independent ways, and why it is paired, why it is singular, you are gonna tell me why it is singular and why it is paired just by looking at it. Okay, so you'll understand basically. So let's see, in future also you're gonna definitely, just by looking at it, you're gonna understand why this is, we are trying to write it in paired and why we are trying to write it in as a singular tag. So let us see a couple of paired tags and singular tags. Okay, so we have, like as I said, we have heading tags. See, it automatically started to close by itself. So heading tags start from h1 till h6. Okay, we have like h1 comma, we have h2. Okay, oh, it keeps closing out by itself because of the browser. So we have h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. Okay, till h6. H1 is the biggest font. Okay, this is nothing but it just gives you a heading. A heading is a title, and it just gives a font size as big. Okay, then we have like p tag that we currently use. Let it close by itself. We have like strong tag. We have, there are various. So we have like even the table tag. Let's take a few examples. So these are the paired tags. We have many. Okay, it's a very long list. We'll see all of them. We are definitely going to see all of them one by one, and the way we are going to design this course is for you to understand from the simplest to the toughest. Okay, we are even going to see what are the latest features of HTML5, but not in this video, but in the subsequent video somewhere. Okay, standalone tag. So as I said, they are self-sufficient. Okay, image tag, you don't need like a closing and an opening for the image. Okay, so it's a simple, it's a straightforward single tag, that there is only one image that can be loaded into the browser for now with this image tag, and that's the reason it is single. We have another one, that is BR. So BR stands for break rule. Okay, break rule, that means it is just nothing but adding an additional line. The way we press an enter key to make it in the next line, BR does the same thing. It just breaks anything there wherever you're using this tag, and it gets you on the next or a new line. So you can add multiple BRs, that is okay. We are gonna see it, we are still gonna see this. We have HR. Now that is an horizontal rule. Horizontal rule, straightforward, one single line from the start till the end of the browser. Now let's understand how to use and where to write these singular or paired tags. Okay, before jumping into in depth, okay, let's see how to write a basic syntax of HTML5 or HTML. The first tag that we are ever gonna write is doc type. Okay, see, we have like opening bracket, exclamation, we are writing doc type, then space, HTML, and the closing bracket. This tag will help the browser understand that whenever you load this page into your browser, the browser itself will immediately understand that whatever you are trying to write is an HTML document, okay, or a web page, a web application, a web page, anything. But the browser will immediately understand that yes, whatever you are writing is a HTML. This tag will only help, it will not help you, but it will help the browser to understand. So let's see in this way, that you are telling the browser कि the following document is an HTML. Irrespective, the browser understanding by itself that the upcoming document is HTML. Which one would be easier for the browser? If you readily know, or if you have to detect it for your own. It's always that if you readily know, it is always gonna be fast. That's the reason we always try to write this tag. It is still optional. If you don't write it, your code will not break, you will not get any error, or everything will still be as it is. This is an optional tag, but it helps the browser, not you. The second tag that we have is but obvious, our own HTML tag. Now HTML tag is again a paired tag, okay? It starts and it ends. Whatever we write between this will be our HTML code, and the actual HTML code. Now your whole HTML document or whatever you are trying to write is divided into two things. The one is head and the second is body. Simple. We have head, we have body, okay? So whatever we write into the head tag, there are specific set of tags that you can write into the head, okay, into the head tag. There are only specific some set of programs, some set of tags that you can write into the head. That is, we are gonna see, okay. And these are to let me open the browser and I'll help you understand this. Let me open a Chrome. Okay, see here. So this, oh, happy birthday Google. So it's a Google's 23rd birthday. Coming back to our original program. So whenever you are trying to write something between these session, okay, the top heading part, so till your browsers like address bar, next, back. So I take it in this way, okay. It might be different, but it helps me understand that whenever I am trying to write the head, it will go to the Chrome's heading part. So this is the Chrome's head, the top bar. So all the tags are loaded into the top bar. And whenever I talk about body, so these are this is the body of your HTML, your browser. So your page, you can say even. So there's this logo, this cake, this everything that you are seeing over here is gonna be your body of your page. So coming back to our program, whenever I write something into my head, that goes to the heading section. Whenever I try to write something in the body, it goes into the body section. Now head have one more tag in it. As I said, that it goes to the heading section. So if you're seeing this page, there is the Google is written. So this is where your title is. So this gives your like page's title. So I write my first HTML. So let me save our first HTML. So see here, it is already giving me an extension that .html because I selected the file as .html. All the HTML files you can save with the extensions. Like let's say that I name it at my first HTML, something like this. Either it can be .html, either it can be .htm. Both are absolutely fine. But 99% of the time, everybody is gonna save it with .html. The spaces are also okay. It is not like that I cannot add some spaces. Spaces are also fine. See, my first HTML .html. .html is very important. With this extension, still your browser will understand the following file that you're gonna load is an HTML file. Let me just track it wherever it is. And my default browser is Chrome, so whenever I double click it, it is gonna open it in Chrome. You can just right click, open with any browser that you want. Okay, I have Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, You can open it in Safari. That is absolutely fine. Let me just quickly double click it and it opened into my browser. See, as I said, I added the title tag as my first HTML file. Let me add that too. And in the browser's top bottom, I just refreshed it and you can see my first HTML file as the title of your program. So I'm absolutely correct. The heading part, there goes your title into the heading portion. Now my body part is empty because I haven't written a single tag into my body. Let's add our first tag, that is our heading tag. H1 heading. See, whenever I write something into the body tag, I wrote another tag. This is how you write the tag, and this is the tags or your elements content. Okay, this is your tags content, and I close the H1. So you are having whatever I am trying to write there. Let me just increase it a bit, and that would be your heading. Let me quickly do one thing. See, let me add another line, some more lines. I'm just adding some additional spaces, and I have not. Let me just quickly do this. Okay, I just saved it and I refresh. See, whenever I am adding some more lines, your browser will never get it into the different lines. Okay, it is going to be one single line always, because HTML ignores the spaces and new lines. You have to specifically say that this is going to be a new line. Let me just close the H1 tag on the first line and let all the other lines should be in the new line. Refresh. If you see, the H1 heading has become bold and all the other lines are still small. Whenever I close the tag somewhere, it will only affect that area between the tags. Only it will affect that particular content. Okay, and it will just ignore. It will be a simple straightforward HTML's content for all other lines. Hope this makes it easier for you. Now let's see all the other headings. H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So here, even if I write like H as capital, HTML is a non-case sensitive language. You write H1 in capital, in smalls, all the tags in capital. I write this body as capital, body. Irrespective of whatever I write, it is not going to affect my output. HTML is not case sensitive. It will ignore that. So let's see. See, these are the headings that I have. H1 is the biggest one. H2 is a bit small. H3 is smaller than that. H4 is again small till the H6. H6 is the smallest of all. What will happen if I try to write H7? H7. Do you think will I be getting an error? Because if it is a language, it is gonna throw an error. Now we are saying this is a language, but HTML ignores it. Okay. If there is a tag which is like your browser does not understand, it will straightforwardly ignore that tag and start writing it as a plain document. It will ignore that tag or its properties. Okay. It will be like you're not even writing that tag. HTML will directly ignore that tag because there is no tag in the name of H7. Okay, there is no tag called as H7. So your browser will tend to ignore it. So yeah, this is the basic HTML structure, how you write. Even this H1, H2, H6 is not there into your basic file, but this is your basic structure of HTML. I hope this makes sense, and this is just an introductory part to the HTML. From the next session, we are gonna write some more tags and more elements, more attributes into your HTML files. I hope you like this. Please give us a like, okay, if you like this video. Do let me know in the comments what you understand or what I need to explain more or what you want to know a bit about it. Do click on the subscribe button, the red button that you see, and also press the bell icon so that you can just enjoy all the upcoming follow-up videos on this particular session. Thank you.